Ladies and gentlemen, today I wanted to talk a little bit about iconic imaging. Now, it seems like every generation there comes out an image that leaves us talking about it for years, decades, even for generations after that image has been taken. And then we put these images in museum, we study them, we look at them. I mean, they are beautiful. One of these iconic images just came out about last week. Now, this is an image from Baton Rouge. This is the image right here. That is the image of a proud black woman who is standing proud while she's being arrested by 3 police officers in full riot gear. Now, in my opinion, this is the most iconic image to come out of this generation. This image is currently all over the place. It's all over the TV, the news, they're talking about it on the radio, it's on everybody's social media pages, it's all over YouTube. This image is everywhere. And this isn't why I think, this is not what an image is made, like this is not what makes an iconic image. Now, I believe that this is the most iconic image to come out of this generation because of the simple fact that if you look past to the most iconic images, this is what iconic images are made of. They're mainly of people who are taking a stand mostly against government for one reason or another. They're beautiful images that can be interpreted throughout the years, and each interpretation isn't necessarily wrong. They're just simply beautiful photos that stand for something. Something important, something meaningful from that generation, something that we'll never forget, something that we could look upon and find truth and beauty behind. And this is that image for this generation, that I believe that this image is actually so beautiful and so touching that it will actually continue on as this generation's most iconic image. Now, I definitely also believe that this is such an iconic image because if you look at the picture, which here it is once again, you can tell by that picture that, I mean, even the way it's taken, how she's standing kind of on one side, almost center of the photo, and then the police are standing almost on one side, the other side of the photo. It's kind of like a division, and I mean, just with the lighting and everything, this picture was taken to be an iconic photograph. This is definitely the most iconic photo to be taken out of this generation, and it kind of reminds me of another iconic photograph, which is this one. Now, this is another extremely iconic photograph that we're still talking about to this day, even though it's been decades and decades after the photograph. Much like this photograph, I believe, from Baton Rouge is going to be perceived in years to come. Did people have different, are taking what they want from the guy standing in front of the war tanks? They have different kind of perspective on that photograph, which is what makes a photograph iconic. This photo as well from Baton Rouge, people will of course perceive it differently in years to come, as they do with everything. People have their own opinion on it. This photo is going to of course transcend into debate, which is what great iconic photos actually do. They put us into debate. They make us debate on the photograph in the ways of why we believe it's iconic, what the person was or subject was doing in the photograph, what the photograph means to us. Of course, it's going to mean something to everybody, as this photograph of the black woman and the police officers do. It definitely seems to mean something to each and everybody that actually sees it. So anyway, guys, that is my kind of ranting video on iconic imagery. And why I definitely believe that this is the most iconic image to, in fact, come out of this generation. There's definitely more to be said about this photograph. Just the woman's stance in the photograph, it's just one of such pride that it makes people definitely feel something in their own ways. But yeah, I think this is definitely the most iconic image to ever come out of our generation. Leave your comments below, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think.